How's it going, guys? Welcome back. And today I want to quickly brief you guys about the no logs policy of ExpressVPN. Now, this will be a quick video, but if you're looking for an in-depth review when it comes to everything regarding the privacy policy, speed, security, and features, and everything about ExpressVPN, you'll find a link in the description below, which will take you to the review. And I'll include some discounts as well if you're interested. So you'll find all the links you need in the description down below. So let's be honest, most VPNs do claim a no logs policy, and that includes ExpressVPN. Now, ExpressVPN do tell you what they log and they don't log. And yeah, you can find all the information in the privacy policy. And this page here, when it says privacy policy towards logs, I'll link it all in the description down below if you want to check it out yourself. But they do tell you what they log and what they don't log. So they will never log IP addresses, browsing history, traffic destination, or metadata, and DNS queries. And what they do collect is apps and app versions successfully activated, dates, and not the times when connected to the VPN service. So, if let's say you connected on a certain day at a certain time, obviously there won't be any time to connect to your IP address. It's just the date. Choice of VPN server location, total amount in megabytes of data transfer per day. So this kind of information is very casual data collection amongst providers. Now, there are providers that collect much more than that. And yeah, this is when you might want to kind of like compare and contrast with, let's say, Express's no logs policy versus other no logs policies. And you'll find that in terms of policies, ExpressVPN is honestly one of the best in the industry. It's about as zero logs policy as it gets. But no VPN is a true zero logs policy. So when they claim a zero logs policy, that's not, it really isn't zero. It's never zero. It's a no logs. It's a no logs policy, and that definitely makes more sense than calling it a zero logs policy, because no VPN actually has a true zero logs policy. Now, when it comes to evidence, because since all VPNs kind of claim that, you're going to want some substantial evidence to kind of solidify that. So you'll find actually there are 3 different security audits. This is one of the independent assurance audits. There are 2 other audits that kind of prove their privacy policy claims, including their no logs policy, and they all resulted in very good standings. So this is just one of their audits. You'll find, you can find the audits actually online. This is just one of them. Again, if you're looking for more of an in-depth review of the privacy policy, including everything else with ExpressVPN, again, you'll find that in the description down below. Now, when it comes to no logs policies, you'll want proof. Now, independent audits are good and all, but what about a real life proof? Because in a real life situation, that's when it'll really matter. And they'll be able to kind of prove whether their no logs policy is true or not. So in terms of a no logs policy, this is a real life situation where Express was put to the test. So in 2017, the Turkish authorities seized ExpressVPN servers. And if you look here, so as we said, the Turkish authorities in 2017, Express does not and has never possessed any customer connection logs that would enable us to know which customer was using these specific IPs cited by investigators. So, and Andrei Karlov is a Russian ambassador, and he got assassinated in Turkey a while ago. I think it was in 2017. But as part of the investigation, it seems like the criminal might have, or maybe the Turkish authorities might have suspected that the criminal might have used ExpressVPN to hide his traffic. So that's what it seems like. He might have used that to kind of hide his traffic or hide his emails and stuff like that. But it seems like when the authorities did seize the server completely and they were checking for it, they were not able to find anything. And yeah, that really just goes to show how much ExpressVPN, how far they would go to kind of keep everything as secure as possible. Now, here they do have a statement. So the assassination of Ambassador Andrei Karlov was a tragic crime. We absolutely do not condone any attempts to interfere with the investigation into the incident. So they would comply, actually. So when it comes to these, high-level criminals and anything that has to do with criminal activity and just, serious cases like that, ExpressVPN and any other provider will comply with authorities in order to catch the criminals. But in ExpressVPN's case, they don't really keep any logs in the first place, so they wouldn't be useful. So that way they're kind of relieving themselves. If anyone tries to use their services for illicit purposes, they really won't be that useful. So as far as providing evidence for their no logs policy, this is about as zero logs as it gets, really. So yeah, while it's unfortunate, it is what it is. ExpressVPN, they just don't log anything about their users, and that's why they can't really be useful when it comes to these investigations. But believe me, if they had any information, they would have provided it. So that would be it for this video. Again, this is a great no logs policy. Probably one of the best, if not the best. I'll leave a link in the description down below, again, to the review. I do recommend checking it out. There I get into a little bit more detail when it comes to checking out the no logs policy. And while you're at it, you'll be able to kind of get a closer look, at the settings and protocols and, what features Express has and how speedy it is and just everything else, really. So again, you'll find all the links you need in the description down below, and that'll be it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.